Yo, what's up, everybody? Just got back from regionals. Got 11th place with Spright hand traps. Just wanted to record the list real quick before I start with the list. Quick shout outs. Shout out Rescue Gaming. Shout out Brian for giving me a ride. Shout out Josh for letting me borrow cards and just testing and theorying with sprites. And shout out all the boys in the Discord, all the boys in the group chat. Let's go ahead and just get right into it. Sprite monsters. I would say it's kind of getting standard. 3 blue, 3 jet. The best cards, you always want to see them. Gives you access to your entire deck. Nothing much to say there. Now, for the other names, I played 2 red, pixies, and a carrot. I really like double red. A lot of the times these guys are just extenders. The most popular hand trap of the format is nib. So a lot of the times kind of doing like 2 bodies, the other body in the red, and then overlay into gigantic, kind of plays into like nib Baylor. A lot of the times I'll just go straight into gigantic when I got 2 bodies. They might have Ash, Imperm, Valor, but if you open both engines, sometimes it's not that important. And once I do resolve gigantic, I know I can't get nipped afterwards. But yeah, I like drawing the additional one. Sometimes it's actually really nice if you do have like, you open with red, because you can go blue for carrot and set these 2 up, and that way you actually have like a counter to Valor nib. Doesn't come up that much, but I did really like it. And pixies, this card's just broken. A lot of the time, like, to break the Sprite board, you go into your battle phase. Having this in your deck, just searching it out with starter or just hard drawing it, just gets you out of a lot of sticky situations, and also can contribute to your case, especially since I'm playing nib. This if you're going second, summon nib on their turn in attack position. You give them a token. Token's usually pretty big. You can use this for a ton of damage. That's it for the Spright monsters. For the spells and traps, 3 starters, 2 smashers. This is pretty standard. One of the best cards in the deck. Not much to say. 2 smashers. I wanted to respect like floodgates and back row decks. But also it's pretty good going second, like hard opening it, or even going first hard opening it. If you don't search it, you'll never see it coming. Having 2 is just super strong. Like a lot of the times my opponents are like, "Oh, you're playing 2." Like they check my graveyard, see if I already searched it, and they're like, "All right," and then I search another one. It's really good. I love hitting like the planet with this. A normal summon. It's a Mystic Mine now. It outs like rivalries, all type of stuff. So I think I'm definitely gonna keep playing 2 going forward. For the frog engine, nothing crazy. We don't play dupe. Kind of do want to test it out, but I don't know. I don't think it's necessary. Definitely like my favorite cards. It just feels so strong when you open like swap and literally blue or jet. Like it doesn't even matter if they stop gigantic, because you're still gonna have your full board. Then we play 3 Justin Biebers. This guy's awesome. Once you get rolling with your engine, totally awesome. Adding this guy back is really nice. I do play Desires. Sometimes you just normal one. The other one gets banished. Your Toad goes to the graveyard. You add this back, and you have bodies like forever, essentially. No Diva. I thought Beaver was better. I thought the Diva Hulk lines kind of played into nib. And then we play 1 Hyperia. This is really nice when you open up both engines, the Spright and Frogs. Summon this out, get a free draw. A lot of the games were kind of resource games. Like, turn 1, we would use a majority of our hands. But if we didn't manage to kill each other or like just overwhelm each other, it was pretty back and forth. So playing Hyperia, getting a +1, it just felt really nice. Then for spells, well, besides Spright spells, 2 pots, 1 called by. I wasn't playing call by for a while, but hand traps got a lot more popular now. So decided to put it back in. This is pretty good. I want to test Prosperity, but Desires +1 just feels so nice. And a lot of the times you can do it like at the end of your combo once you've searched everything out. And yeah, Pot of Desires is Pot of Greed. So we play Pot of Greed. Last for the hand traps, We're playing 3 Ash Blossoms, 3 Veilers, 3 Imperms, 3 Nibs, and 2 DD Crows. Just wanted to play hand traps for this tournament, and in the meta, a lot of the times 2 hand traps can really stop your opponent. It's nice in the mirrors, nice against tier elements, rogue. I've thought the only difference I would kind of want to make is maybe change Ash a little bit. I did find myself, the hardest matchup is tier limit, and even that's not such a bad matchup. Maybe adding another curl and taking out a Nash, but this did really well for me. As long as you know when you're hand trapping, you can get a lot of value out of them. Moving on to the extra deck. The main guys, 1 Toad, 2 Gigantic, 3 Elf. This is the heart and soul of your deck. So the most important parts. Man, Elf is just so broken. The fact that you can do it on both turns, like I can't believe Konami did this. A lot of the times, just having 2 bodies on the field and one of them being a level 2 just gets your whole engine going thanks to Elf. Just reborning like Blues or Jets or even Hyperia. Gigantic, it's the E-Tally monster. I love summoning Hyperia from this. I love making him big when he's 32. Sometimes it's kind of hard to out, like when I've made him with 32 and like I just control the game. It's just a big guy that they can't punch over. And totally awesome. Honestly, might be the best card of the game. This with Elf is like a double negate, a double follow-up, and like a double +2, because not only do you negate, but you set it to your side of the field. I set up Prankatops with Toad, and it was like crazy. I just had a free Prankatops. It was something else, excuse me. It wasn't a Prankatops because it tributes for cost. But I had like so many free cards from my opponent thanks to this guy. Next up, for the utility XYZs, played Cat Shark, Mannequin Cat, Onimi Baru, and Sky Cavalry. Cat Shark never came up, but you know, I wanted to test it. But yeah, I never summoned it. Mannequin Cat's really good. Yeah, it kind of helps you do like the Zeus into Gigantic play. It's kind of like a third Gigantic, because if you just summon a water or a dark from your opponent's graveyard to their field and trigger her, she gives you access to the Frog engine or the Spright engine, which is really cool for me. It's like another bridge. So if they stop your Gigantic, this is kind of a way to get into it. Some people are playing Moonlit Chill. Tailwind players, you don't want to do this on a Rhino Heart, but you know, some of them are playing Frogs too. So like summoning their Ronin Toad in and then just getting your engine going, it's crazy. Sky Cavalry, this helps play around Pixies. A lot of Spright players are playing Pixies. So you go battle phase attack, and even if you take damage with Pixies, can't be destroyed by battle, of course. And it just makes you, you know, make sure you get Zeus through. Onimi Baru, just nice removal, especially with really big nib tokens. Sometimes you can just, if you don't really want to do the Pixies play, or maybe you nibbed them when you went first, so you don't want to summon the nib token and attack because they're just going to punch you. Really nice way of outing it, and it doesn't come back. Of course, Downer 2s, so strong, man. Sometimes I just de-shifted them, and then I would make 4 materials Zeus, and that was it. They're super strong. For the links, played Cerberus, Phoenix, and Dark. Never made this. It comes up in testing a little bit. It's nice with like desires to make a really big guy, but I think I'm actually going to cut this guy. Maybe El Mirage. Like I said, it didn't really come up in the tournament. Phoenix came up once or twice. I really like it. Usually against slower like back row decks or just slower decks, I have hand traps like Nib. They're a little bit dead. Sometimes like Crow and Veiler aren't the greatest. So being able to just make a Phoenix, pitching those, and getting honestly a lot of value out of it is pretty neat. Especially making Gigantic with this guy. Dark, this is just the best charmer. We're like, this deck reminds me of Salamangre and Zodiac, like 1-card engines. Remember Salamangre played Hida. This is like the same thing as Hida for the mirror matches or just making a Gigantic. Just so much utility. In testing, he did make Cerberus a couple times, but never came up in the tournament. Side deck, one red resonator. Came up once. Probably could have gotten away with not playing it, but probably would have cost me a tie in that match. But to be honest, the guy actually kind of gave me the win. He made a big misplay. Probably gonna end up tying, or if yeah, it probably would have been a tie if he played it correctly. But you know, sometimes people just shotgun their cards. You just have to respond, and then you combo. You summon this with gigantic, and yeah, I don't want to do it in time, but I'd rather have it just in case I needed it. But it wasn't something I was like actively going for. Like I said, only came up once. For my going first card, triple a pointer, triple summon limit. A pointer is pretty good. I want to find something better. I don't think I'm gonna be sticking with this. Maybe D barrier. Or I've been thinking of other like floodgates to slow down the game. But summon limit, this card was amazing. It just overperformed. And especially going first, once you set up your board, they dark ruler you, they do whatever. You just put them on the summon limit. They're not gonna push to your board. Then once it comes back to you, you know, you'll still have your elf and all your guys. People don't usually side back row hate against this deck, maybe like evenly. But a lot of the times starter into carrot can kind of save you. Yeah, this is by far the best card in my side deck. Every time I drew it, I just felt like I won. I actually don't think there's a time where I drew it and didn't win. And then for the back row hate, one red reboot, 3 cosmics. I still respect back row decks, and this just comes in against like tier, sometimes even Spright. You know, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! When you're deciding to go first, you side the broken trap cards. So when we're going second, we gotta side the trap card to stop the trap card. And cosmic, I wanted this because it banishes. I was thinking of the runic fountain. Banishing it would be really good. Quick play, so I wanted to like out things like anti-spell or things like there can only be one, rivalry, goes in, all types of stuff. Really good. I don't think I need it anymore, especially with main deck and 2 smashers. And then for the last, well, almost last, I have one more card. 3 dish shifter. Man, tier elements is just such a strong deck, such high ceilings. We need something to fight back. Every game going second against tier elements, I would side these in. Most of the times when you don't draw them, it's okay. You still have a bunch of hand traps. When you do draw it, you feel super strong. They gotta open the call by. Don't play into Gamma with this, you know. Maybe like if they do Shade Lane and you chain D Shifter and chain your Gamma, gotta be careful for that. But a lot of the times I would do it on like Rhino Heart, things like that. Just watch out for Gamma. This card is like a turn skip a lot of the times. And last card, Prinkatops. Not much to say. Could probably be changed. I don't think I ever drew it, but these 4 were usually what I sided in going second against most decks. Of course, I'm not playing D Shifter against birds or sisters, but sometimes even against sprites, especially adventure sprites. One of the games, he activated Foolish. I chained D Shifter. He just banished the lady, and didn't really have a lot of plays from there. But that's pretty much it. 11th place. Thank you everybody for watching, and peace.